Ministry of Utmost Happiness by Arundhati Roy. This is my personal information. Points to ponder about author novel The Term Subaltern. Some critics' views on subaltern theory. Subaltern theory in the novel and conclusion and work citation. About the author, Arundhati Roy is an Indian author, political activist, and outspoken critic of various issues such as environmental degradation, social inequality, and political corruption. Roy is best known for her novel God of Small Things, which was published in 1997 and won the Booker Prize. About the novel tells a story of several characters whose lives intersect in various ways as they navigate through the complex social and political landscape of contemporary India. The central character of this novel is Anjum or Aftab, and the novel is told through the Anjum experience. The story follows the lives of other characters, including a Kashmiri freedom fighter named Musa, an activist named Tilo, and young man named Saddam Hussein. About subaltern term. As per Oxford reference, subaltern is a term convinced by Italian Marxist Antonio Gramsci who, because he was in prison and his writing subject to censorship, used it as a code word for any class of people. The term has been adopted in group of post-colonial studies scholars. The group was founded by Southeast Asian historian Ranjit Guha, and over time it has included scholars as Homi Bhabha, Gayatri Spivak, Parth Chatterjee, and Dipesh Chakravarti. It following Gramsci's percept, it is through examine formation of subaltern classes in a variety of settings, Southeast Asia, but principally India and its near neighbors, with the aim of providing a kind of counter history. Gramsci on subaltern theory, as it is reviewed by Habib Louis in his research article that Gramsci became interested in the study of subaltern, as Gramsci defined the subaltern that the subaltern classes by definition are not unified and cannot unite until they are able to become a state. Their history therefore is intertwined with that of civil society and thereby with the history of states, that the subaltern classes have the same complex history as they as that of the hegemonic classes, although the latter constitute the most officially accepted. The subaltern group's history in Gramsci opinion has no evident unity. It seems to be very episodic totality. Spivak on subaltern theory, as it is reviewed by Anand Maurya. According to Spivak, the subaltern cannot speak. She opines that subaltern does not have a voice. Spivak in her essay, Can the Subaltern Speak Right? The subaltern cannot speak. There is no virtue in global laundry listed with the woman pious. Representation has not withdrawn anyway. The female intellectual has circumstantial task that she must not disown with a flourish. According to Spivak, subaltern means those who don't give orders, they only receive the order. That comes from Antonio Gramsci, who made the word current. Spivak, in her essay, illustrate that the subaltern as a female cannot herd or read, still in patriarchy or imperialism. Subaltern theory in the novel. Hijra as a representative of subaltern. As it is reviewed by Nusrat Jahan, the central character of the novel is Anjum, who is the marginalized people in the society, particularly in South Asian context. The transgender people as a subaltern. As Spivak claims that they have no history, but they are always there is in society. In Kwabga, every hijra starts filled identity crisis to extend as well as struggle for their place in history. As Sehgal argued that the Ministry of Utmost Happiness is offered only a tiny portrayal of transgender people's life, struggle and triumphs in Arundhati Roy's fascinating mess. Representation of subaltern in terms of caste. This aspect is examined when we study the character of Dayachand or Saddam Hussein. As Dayachand was a Dalit, but he has changed his identity as a Muslim because as a Dalit he is known as untouchable. Critics like Lahiri criticize the dialogue between Anjum and Saddam over his past and claim it is rushed to explain caste ritual in detail that overload the immediate narrative flow, as well as inelegant information nuggets. This is the dialogue between Anjum and Saddam Hussein. They accuse you of eating beef and then they take over your house and your land and send you to a refugee camp. It is all about property, not cows. From this statement, it is clear that benefit of this kind oppressive incident directly goes to patent holding corporates placing subaltern at the risk of being immigrant or refugee. Interpretation of woman as a subaltern. The woman character as Tilotama, who is represented subaltern identity in the novel. The narratives of Ministry of Utmost Happiness evolve around the female character Tilo, a Dalit half woman. Tilo can be identified as an obvious subaltern figure. The family background of Tilo is important in this regard as Tilo's mother had an affair with the man who is known as untouchable. As the Tilo, mother of Tilo is known as is a Syrian Christian from Kerala, and her family is disowned her because she fell in love with untouchable. Conclusion. To sum up, it can be observed that subaltern study had been studied by such scholar Gramsci, Spivak and Arundhati Roy's novel. The novel has received mixed review, with some criticizing its structure and other praising its portrayal of marginalized character. Work citation. Thank you.
Yes, work citation. You have to keep work citation open. I told once means again I don't have to tell. And